welcome back to the Mem Man. Another tape I want to show you or let you listen to today is Mick Jagger tape. I've just had a little listen to it. It's apparently a recording of Mick Jagger speaking to a DJ on the phone in Paris, recording XL on Main Street, I do believe. And I'll let you have a little listen, see what you think.
Right now, by telephone to France and the Rolling Stones, or should I say, sur le continent, sur le téléphone, in the words of the master. Well, anyway, here's Mick Jagger, who earlier this week, when it was pouring with rain, was talking to us from his hotel in Paris.
Well, let's be very British, Mick. The weather over here is terrible. What's it like in Paris?
Over here, Johnny, it's raining. No, it's terrible, man. It's been terrible in the south of France too. I've been having to go on a boat, but we haven't had the weather for it.
How are you liking it in France?
It's okay, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad.
Whose idea was it in the first place to go to France?
I don't know. I'm not going to claim it was mine. We're just going to stay. We're going to stay for through till July, and then we're going to be touring around probably.
And you'll have the mobile studio with you?
Well, not all the time. But just this next few months we're going to stay here and do another album, and then we're going to then we'll probably go on the road. I don't really know. We won't be staying in France past July, and then we'll move.
What can we expect on the new album?
On the new one, I don't know. We're just going to start really sort of seriously doing it now. You know, I don't really know. I hope it will be faster to do and a bit fresher.
How long did it take you to do the Sticky Fingers?
Well, not very long. It was just so many sort of problems we had. I mean, they were recorded over a sort of long period of time, and we weren't recording all the time, you know. And we always made another album which we threw out, you know. So when we made enough for 2 albums, and we just picked those tracks to put on this one.
And what's going to happen to the other material then?
It'll be in the dustbin, I should imagine. Otherwise, because it's much nicer to record fresh things, you know, rather than we might record 1 or 2 of the songs, but I doubt it.
Yeah, so that was Mick speaking about the XL on Main Street album, which in the end was a double album. So obviously the tracks he was talking about did get put on another album. That was after Sticky Fingers. The album itself, a few bits and bobs in the album. The postcards, there was 12 postcards in there. If you ever find one with the postcards in, it sort of doubles the money. Little inserts in there. That did okay, you know. Sticky Fingers, all the Stone stuff makes money. But obviously they're still on it. Stones really, to me, it's always been the Beatles, but I always liked the Stones. Obviously a classic band, 60s. But like I say, the XL on Main Street, maybe they're trying to do a white album, I don't know. But have a listen to it. It's quite a good album. It's a nice little set. It's £100 if you got mint and your postcards in it. So it's always worth picking up. And it's the one after Sticky Fingers, as Mick was saying there. But the Stones, they're all right. They're still going. The early memorabilia, a lot of money. The autographs not quite as much as the Beatles, but the posters quite a lot of money. So Stones are still cool, as they say. But that is a full recording from obviously on the phone when I was in Paris. I think that was pre-recorded, obviously. But yeah, so the Stones still cool. Not quite the Beatles to me, but still a good band. Do not film with me.